Alright, finally about to do some real work on this 57 Chevy Nomad. So I've got all the paint stripped off of this door. It had just a coat of primer on it for years. So I used a 150 grit on a DA, on a pneumatic sander. And then for all the rust and stuff underneath it, I used some Eastwood fast etch and then wiped it off with acetone on a rag. So the door shell is all clean. I'm gonna do a little bit of dent repair and then put some epoxy on here. But I wanted to get the window out. I want to show you guys how to do that if you don't already know how. So again, 57 Chevrolet, could be BelAir, 210, Nomad, whatever. First thing, take off your armrest and your handles, then pull the door panel off. You probably don't really need me to show you how to do that. Just use the right tools, trim removal tools, whatever, so you don't scuff up your door panel. And then put your handle back on here, roll the window all the way down until it hits the bump stop. Let's take a peek inside here. So you see where I'm shining the light, there's a piece of rubber right there is the bump stop for the regulator, so it cannot go farther down than that. And then you will see there's going to be two screws right here and the regulator rail, and then you've got this port right here and the door. You're going to look through here and see two more holes for two more little Phillips screws. Take those out. So you're gonna have 4 screws total. I had one seized in there, so I ended up drilling it out. I used an 1/8 inch bit, and then I went up to a 9/64 and just caught the head of that screw on there. So I will have to come out and tap that out. See, the screw is still stuck in there. So I have to drill that out and use a thread chaser. This is the glass, I already pulled it out. So once those 4 screws are out, the window is kind of floating in the door, but if you're like me, you probably can't pull it out just yet because you've still got stops on the top. Okay, so it's got one here at the front, one at the rear. I've already got the front one removed. It looks like this. 2 Phillips screws and a hex. So to remove that, you're going to remove those 2 Phillips screws. It's just a sharp point screw. And then you can loosen this hex. You see it's got that slot in there. That's so you can hold the hex still with the wrench and turn a screwdriver or vice versa. And that's going to move this upper bump stop up and down. So this rubber on this upper stop is meant to stop the window right here and right here, so you don't roll the window up too high. So that's why this is adjustable. But with the window still in there, you're going to have to kind of manually spread the door just a little bit so you can walk this thing out of there. It's going to be okay if you drop it down on the bottom because you can easily retrieve it. And once those 4 screws are out and these 2 upper regulator bump stops are out, then the glass will just pull right out of the door.